there. Hello and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together. Welcome, everyone. So good to have you here with me at Catherine's Garden and Home. And we have a lot to talk about. And I am just happy that we are doing okay. It's actually nice and comfortable here on the deck. It has gotten much more milder than before, and I'm very thankful. It's actually pleasant here, and I can see that I have someone who has joined me already. So good to have you. I think it's Kiki. Urban Girl Gardening and Lifestyle. Hey, how are you? So good to have you come and join me here at Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together. So nice to have you. How are things over there in New York? How are things going for you? I hope that all is well and that you are harvesting your veggies. Yeah, and so I said, let me just show them some of my vegetables that I've been harvesting already. Yes, my cucumbers, tomatoes, my peppers, and eggplant. And then this year it's been so crazy with the zucchini. I have so many zucchinis sitting there. What a beautiful, thank you, Kiki, our urban girl gardening and lifestyle. I have so much zucchini that I need some zucchini recipes. Yeah, and then I have to find out who wants zucchini, who I can give the zucchini to. I actually gave it to my son, gave him one of the zucchinis, and just trying to gather enough so that I can give them away because I already have my freezer stocked with zucchini. I like to freeze them. I've sliced them up. If I was there, I would take some. I know. I have the way I handle the zucchini is that I slice them up and put them in the Ziploc bags, put them in the freezer, and then whenever I'm cooking stew or making a soup or doing any kind of cooking, then I take it out by the portion and I'm able to cook. And right now I know I have enough to last me through the winter into early spring because I have so much zucchini. That plane is very low. Sorry about that. I have no control over that. Hey, Deborah, how are you? Good afternoon, Miss Catherine and friends. How are you? Yeah, thank you, Deborah, for sharing your picture, your sunflower. It encouraged me and helped me to go ahead and update the website and also to send out that email that I promised everyone that I was going to send out an email. And so your picture really inspired me, and I want to say thank you. And we missed you. We missed you, Deborah, last week. So I was so happy to see that you watched the replay. And on that note, for all of you that are watching, are going to watch the replay, I want you to leave a comment in the comment section. If you are watching on your phone or you're looking at it on your laptop, I find that I have now, since I have a smart TV, that I've been looking at my videos on the TV versus on the laptop. So of course there's no way of really commenting unless I go back and comment. And so I want you to know that I am watching. I'm good. I can stay for a few minutes. I miss you all too. Oh, well, that's nice. I'm glad you missed us because we missed your presence. Um, but if you do watch the replay, just leave a comment, a smile, a happy face, or something like that. Good evening, Miss Catherine and gardening friends. Hello, Beverly. How are you? Bev has sent me a whole lot of pictures to put in the on the website. So if you have not visited my website, it's Catherine's Garden Home LWS.weebly. That's WEEBLY.com. And there you'll be able to share your pics with us on the website. And I was trying to put one of your pictures, Beverly, on the community tab page. And for some reason, it would not do it. I kept trying. I was trying to add some of your additional pages and it just pictures, your photos, but it just would not take. But I did put them on the website. Yay! And you have a beautiful garden with the lilies and the dahlias and the phlox and all of that. It's so pretty. So if you want to see a little bit of Beverly, that's Gardens Are Me, her flowers in her garden, go to the website and you'll be able to see her pictures and some of the other pictures. Deborah's sunflower, her first sunflower. It's so tall, Deborah. Wow, that was a tall sunflower. You said that's how I'm watching you on my smart TV. I use my phone to access the chat box. Good. No worries, Miss Captain. Thanks anyway. Yeah, no, it was fun. I enjoyed seeing that. I'm glad I can stay for a few minutes. I missed you all. Kiki, Urban Girl. That's where I've been watching your videos. I put you on my smart TV and you come up on my subscription, so I've been able to keep up with you and some of the things that you're doing. Hey Sonia, good to see you, Miss Catherine and Garden Family. How are you, Sonia? Good to have you. So glad that you've popped in today. It's such a good thing. Yeah, I saw Deborah's sunflower. Beautiful. Yes. It's so tall. And it looks similar to mine, but mine did not get that tall, Deborah. You must have been watering your sunflower, giving it of a lot of water for it to get that tall. My sunflowers only got about 5 feet tall, if that. And you know, and I was kind of disappointed because I was looking forward to getting some tall sunflowers. But I think that this year, because of the drought situation, it's over 6 feet tall. I'm 5'10", and it's taller than I am. I am. That's what Deborah says. Her sunflower is over 6 feet tall. Yeah, it looked really tall. Hello to everyone. I'm going to be listening while canning jams. Oh, that's nice. I'm glad that you're listening. Thank you, Kiki, for popping in the chat and letting us see you there in the chat. That's wonderful. And yes, if you have not subscribed to Urban Girl Gardener and Lifestyle, then I'm inviting you to subscribe to her channel. She is very creative with her food and food preparation, and she is gardening in Zone 5 up there in New York, in the New York area. So if you have not subscribed to Kiki's channel, make sure that you do so because you'll learn a lot. She also has some guest people who come on and share their knowledge as well with her, and her husband is actively involved in the process as well, and the children. So it's a nice family channel to watch if you want some good television watching that's wholesome and not full of craziness. I think that she's pretty wholesome enough. Yes. So try her out. And then the other thing that I wanted to bring to your attention too is that this week is celebrating Summerific Week. Summerific Week. That's the Hardy Hype. Just a little crazy, Lo. Hello, everyone. No, you're not crazy. Hi, Darlene Brown. How are you? Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Yay! Yes, it is so beautiful out here in my garden. I am just happy with how the temp. I shouldn't be messing with that. Just how mild the temperature is here in the yard. It's such a reprieve from those hot temperatures, but I can't get too comfortable because we're supposed to be going up into the 90s real soon. But for right now, it is just beautiful, just beautiful. So this is the week to celebrate the Summerific Week. If you have a hardy hibiscus in your garden, then this is the week to start taking pictures. August 1st to the 7th for 2022 is the Summerific Week, and Proven Winners has really been pushing those hardy hibiscus and the flowers. Beverly sent me a picture of hers, and I also did a video on it. And this is what it looks like. One of the hibiscus, hardy hibiscus, and the blooms are huge. They are large and they are beautiful. It has such a nice summery feel, and it really gives energy back to the garden. So when my hibiscus in the front, the first one, bloomed, I was so excited to share it with you all because it really helped to turn the tide with my front garden, because it has been looking very worn out from the summer heat. And I don't know about your garden, if your gardens are experiencing the summer lull from all of the heat and the drought. Well, this particular plant really adds a pop back to the garden. And we know that this Summerific Week is the coordination efforts of garden centers and media influencers and consumers and industry professionals to post Summerific hibiscus related content during the first full week of August each year. They're going to make it an annual thing that the first week in August is when they're going to celebrate the hardy hibiscus. Isn't that wonderful? I mean, this plant has gotten its own week of celebration. I think that's so special. And for this week, they are going to be giving out awards to people. So they're really pushing it on Instagram. If you have a hardy hibiscus and you have an Instagram, page, then put out some of your pictures and hashtag it Summerific Week. You can follow on Summerific Week on Instagram to view the best of Summerific Week and get inspired for 2022. And then also our girl, Garden Addicts, they have a picture of her as well here, and that's how she shows off her channel. Let me see if I can set it up for you so that you can see her. Remember our girl from Garden Addicts right there? Moya, I think her name is Moya, that she has that beautiful bloom. That's the bloom that she has in her, on her, right there on her head as a beautiful flower that's adorning her here, there. And then they have other people here too that have these Beautiful, beautiful flower. Moya, yeah, Moya. And she hasn't come on YouTube that much. I've been sending her messages telling her, come on YouTube. We want to see the garden. We need a garden tour. But if you go on Instagram to her Instagram page, you can kind of keep up with and see how beautiful her garden is, and how the different hibiscus that she planted in her gardens have really unfolded. She loves hydrangeas, and she loves hibiscus. Those are her two main flowers that she really promotes. So it says for us to be creative with your posts, and post more than once, and tag local, um, because they're giving away. She has videos recently. She did. I didn't see her video um, on YouTube. I must have missed it. I'm gonna have to go back and check. Rambo, how are you? I looked at Rambo's channel this week, and Rambo has a lot of really good videos there. He has one where he's transplanting some of his herbs that you picked up. I saw you, Rambo. Yes, I did. You have a beautiful, that herb. You said it was an apple, variegated apple. It looked like pineapple to me, but it was beautiful and very healthy. And the prices, wow, you got yourself a good bargain on your herbs that you added to your garden. And I love how Rambo has this raised bed of just his herbs. So when you put your time into the time into the bed, I'm saying, wow, what a great idea. To have that raised bed real close to your kitchen, and then just dot it with different herbs. Yeah, like the lemon balm. You said the lemon. Yeah, lemon balm is takes over. But I love the smell of lemon balm. And how did you get that? Did you get lemongrass or fever grass? That is good. I would love some fever grass, because my husband, he tells me how he uses that for if he's feeling sick. And so lemongrass, if he's feeling sick or whatever, that in the West Indies they would go up into the, to the garden and pick them some lemongrass and make tea with the lemongrass. They sell it in the UK. Yeah, I'm sure they probably sell it here somewhere. Um, I probably have to mail order it or something. But I know also, like the West Indian markets, that they had it loose. They had some loose lemongrass. The Asian and West Indian markets, they have lemongrass. But then, of course, I have to do a little traveling to get to it. But they have some of that too. Yeah, well, that was good. I was very happy for you with you having your own lemongrass plant. And some of your other things, but I will have to bring it in the house when the winter comes. Yes, that's what I was thinking, Rambo. That it is not winter hardy, so you're going to have to use it as a house plant. Yeah, but everyone go and check out Rambo's channel. He has some other good things too. He was talking about his peppers too. I saw the pepper one a little bit, and I think there was another one that I watched too of your videos. But I made sure that I'm subscribed to you on my TV, my smart TV, so I can keep up with you. And I really do appreciate you coming on. The others, let's see, who else is here? Sonia, Rambo, Darlene Brown. She has videos recently. Yes, I gotta go check her out. Moya, yes. I love to see when she and her husband are working together in the garden. I think that is just so beautiful. Yes, your hot pepper finally showed up. Howdy, Rambo. I'm subscribing to your channel too. Good. Yes, make sure that you all subscribe. He made his 1,000 subscribers, but we want to grow our channel. Grow, 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 grow together. Catherine's Garden and Home. That's right. Grow, 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 grow together. So let us continue to support one another and grow our channels and get the word out about food. And I think too, it's an encouragement when people see people like ourselves, the home gardener, how we're able to produce so much food. And so it is a good thing to show your pictures and to encourage one another to keep on going, because this is the time where we do need to create beauty in the garden, and we do need to grow our food and to eat healthy with all of the different things that are happening, especially with health wise, that it is important to eat healthy food, to eat your own garden produce. That's why I brought my produce out. See, it's all starting. Hello, Joshua Robinson. We're Oh, what? That tomato looks very tasty. Yes, they are good. They are good. My early girls and some of my other tomatoes have now starting to blush and ripen, and I picked them. One thing with tomatoes, you can, as soon as they start to ripen, instead of letting them sit there and obtain bug bites and so forth, you can pick them and put them on the kitchen table, and they will complete the ripening process. And it's good too to have them in front of you so you'll remember to eat them. Yes, because where I have my tomatoes and vegetables, they're right on the counter. So instead of grabbing something that's unhealthy, I'm able to grab my vegetables. And it is such an exciting thing to be able to get fresh vegetables from your garden versus having to go to the supermarket to get your vegetables. Yeah, you're gaining the nutrients and the nourishment to your body right away by eating fresh. So I encourage all of us to continue to grow our vegetables and to do that fall planting as well. Hello, Joshua. Good to have you with us, Joshua Robinson. And where are we? We are here in the Boston area, zone 6 in the Boston area, yes. Northeast in the United States of America. But Rambo is in the UK. Yes, definitely. Plus, you, how it was grown. Yes, you know how it was grown as well too. So it's important to grow your own food because that way you know where your food comes from. And I'm telling you, my cucumbers are just so healthy and delicious. So now I could decide to eat them at this size, which is a good pickling cucumber, or I can allow them to get fat like this. And I love them fat because then they're very juicy and they taste really good. And then our peppers and my peppers that are growing in. And I have had a run on zucchini, so much zucchini. I'm like over supply of zucchini. Oh my goodness. Zucchini, zucchini, zucchini. But I don't know about you. How about you? Some years that you have more of something than you have of another thing. Um, like one year I had so many. Yeah, that's a banana pepper. Yeah, I had so many peppers one year. I guess I grew a lot of plants this year, but they didn't seem to fare as well. I guess because it was a really cool spring, even though right now it's a hot summer. I'm hoping that my peppers will catch up and I will gain some peppers. Any of you having success with your peppers? I have harvested 6 zucchinis today. Yes. I have to catch them quickly, Rambo. Otherwise they get large. Yes, they grow so fast. I said, oh, I'll leave it and let it grow just a little bit longer. The next thing you know, it is like 2 feet. Bell peppers, it's my failure. Oh, that's, yeah, keep trying, keep going for it. Sonia, how's your garden growing? What are you up to over there in Cali? How are things going over there? Can't get them to do well. Oh no, about the peppers. But Sonia, how's things over there in Cali? How's your garden growing? Are you planting? Harvesting anything? I've harvested 3 green bell peppers and waiting for a few more. That's good, Beverly. hmm Beverly is a master gardener. Yes, she is. She is able to um, really garden and utilize that. That is really a good thing. But I'm just think about it. If I had to go, hi, Celine, how are you? Can you share some tips for beginning gardeners? Yes, we can. Growing in pots, the raised bed, the raised bed burnt up. Oh no. You're growing in pots. Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about here. Wow, gardens are me. I'm in zone 6A in New York. Celine, oh, good. Well, you're in the same zone as I am, and I have some other New Yorkers on. Kiki from Urban Garden Homestead. Let me see if I'm saying her name right. She is also in New York, but I think she's more upstate. Urban Girl Gardening and Lifestyle. Um, she is in zone 5A, I believe, and I'm in here in zone 6. And so, yeah, it's it's time to gather your harvest if you have, and container gardening. If you're a new beginner gardener, I would recommend container gardening to begin with because you want to become accustomed and familiar with plants. So what you would do is get yourself some really good compost or soil, um, and also make sure that your pots are big enough. I would get some big pots, gardening pots, because that way you don't have to water them as often. Like this size pot that I have here, I have to water it every single day. I have to make sure that I come out and water these flowers. Otherwise, they'll dry out much more quickly. But Celine, don't worry. Just get that bed ready for the winter sowing, like radish and the brassicas. Yes, and then also, yeah, as Rambo says, you can get. Depends on how much area or land that you have. You could create like how Sonia had a raised bed, but that too requires that you mulch it down and you water it. And a lot of us are going through a heat wave, so it is important to keep your soil moist. Keep your soil moist. Don't let it dry out because there are microbes in the soil, and ha- the microbes help the plants to grow. Lynn Richardson, where are you? I'm waiting. I'm Lynn Richardson. Lynn Richardson, where are you? She's here. Hi, Lynn Richardson. What? Joshua, I don't know. Thank you so much. Darlene, what about I bought dirt from Lowe's and it had bugs moving around in it. Oh, bugs from Lowe's. Um, well, I don't think that's a good sign. I think you might want to return it to Lowe's, or you might want to get some hot water, boil some water and pour it on your soil, and first kill the bugs because you don't want to start planting with bugs already in it. I would do that. I would get some oil, neem oil or something, and kill the bugs. Any advice out there about bugs in the soil, buying bugs in the soil bags? I don't think that that's a good thing. I personally would want to make sure I got rid of the bugs first before I would use that soil. Darlene, yeah, yeah. I'm not sure I took it back. They were very small. Yeah, good. I'm glad you took it back. Yeah, and try another brand, or maybe even go to Home Depot if um if you don't trust Lowe's. But no, no, I don't think you did the wise thing. I think to return, because you don't want bugs in it, and you don't know what kind of bugs they are. If they're going to eat your seedlings before you even get started, right? So yeah. Cassie, how are you? Hey, Miss Catherine, Garden Community, how are you all? Yes, it's so good to see you. Glad that you came on. Good to see you. Good to see you. Well, let me share with you what else I have here for you. Um, right. So I wanted to tell you that now is the time to bring in the harvest. Bring in the harvest. That's why I brought out my harvest here, because now it is going to be it's harvest time in my garden, and the tomatoes are ripening, the cucumbers are busy, the zucchini, the peppers, the eggplant. Yeah, my husband picked this eggplant here. And if you are of West Indian descent and your people made codfish and dumpling, that is something that they put the anchovy. He calls it anchovy the into the dish. Yeah, and codfish and eggplant. and so he's so that's a good thing. The eggplants are now growing and getting warm. Um, Sonia, I don't know what Joshua is talking about. I don't know what that is. That seems like a troll. Hey, Vintage Gardener, New York, New Jersey. How are you? I am fine. I am fine. Hi. You like my harvest, yeah. And so I'm going to continue to harvest the tomatoes and the cucumbers and the peppers. And I know that it's all coming in now. I also harvested, if you saw my video, a patty pan. Yes, a patty pan came in, Sonia. Yes, and my husband picked it um, before I could pick it. And he cut it up and put it in the stew um, before I could even get to it. So I don't know about the seeds and all of that. I don't know what he did, how he did it, but he cooked. So I was happy. And it was delicious. Oh my goodness, my first patty pan for the season. It was delicious. And right now they are sprawling all through the garden area there, and I see them developing. I can see a couple of the veggies. Can you tilt your camera down so I can see the tabletop? You want to see what I can hold it up. Love a man that can cook. Me too, Cassie. I love it. I love a man that can cook too. My husband's really good at eggplant, eggplant, peppers, banana pepper, cucumbers. Now these cucumbers are from my seeds, from my American seeds, the Dollar Tree. And I love this, the National Pickling peppers. I love this. I love this. Um, Sonia, do you know how to? Yeah, thank you, Sonia. Thank you, honey. And then this is pickling. So I can eat it like a pickle, like this size for pickling, or I can eat it a little bigger. I can actually like it a little bigger, and I like eating it with my sandwiches and so forth. It's really, really good. And then I have my tomatoes coming in. Yes, my early girls. No, I don't really like pickles, but I like the pickles raw. I like the cucumbers this size. I think better than I like the others. I'm really not into pickling. And then I have my, I do pick them like this. This is how I pick my tomatoes because I'm afraid that if I leave them on the vine that the worms might come and eat it before me or the critters. You know, I have now, I've seen rabbits in my garden. I know that they are, raccoons have been in my garden before. I've had skunks in the garden, you know, and other pests. So I always pick my tomatoes like this. And the other thing is too, they can split if you leave it like this too soon, that they may split, but it's still edible. But I like my tomatoes looking like this. So I pick them like when they're about this color, and then I let them sit out on the counter, and they turn color. And then Brooke, zucchini. I have so much zucchini. It's amazing. Zucchini, zucchini, zucchini. Zucchini, zucchini, zucchini. But I am not complaining. And you know why I'm not complaining about the zucchini? Is because they are predicting a food shortage. Yes, it is huge. And that's not even huge. That is semi-huge. I've had, if I showed you my huge ones, you wouldn't, you'll marvel at it. But it still tastes good. It's edible. They taste delicious. I like them big. And they're really good actually for stews and soups. When you put them in the stew, it just melts down in it. And it adds like a thickener. It thickens up the stew, the soup and the stew. So I love it. I love it. I just love the texture. I can imagine the flavors from all those fruits. Yeah, yeah. And so this is fresh vegetables. Now, if I were to go into the supermarket, I would say this is about a good $20 worth of vegetables right here. And all I had to do was go into my garden and pick my vegetables right there. And that doesn't even include the herbs, because I have sage, I have um, I have um, I have sage, I have thyme, I have, what is that other one? Rosemary. I have rosemary in the garden. I have chives, but I haven't used them. I have chives, and I have all of the mints and so forth. So that's just the herbs to add spice and life. And basil. Oh my goodness, I have basil. My basil, I had planted out the seeds with the basil in a container, and they grew really big, and they're close. And I'm going to be set, yeah, more like $40 because they are organic, Miss Catherine. That's true. That's true. And so I'm saving money on my grocery bills. I really haven't been to needing to go to the grocery store that much for vegetables or cooking. The only thing I might need right now is onions. I ran out of onions, and I haven't been eating as much meat. I've kind of cut down on the meats because I'm eating more lighter on the meats and more vegetables. So that's really filling up the bulk of my food. And I'm also getting into beans. Now I don't grow beans, which I should. But beans, I'm also adding them to my meals as well. So as a substitute for the meat, and it's really good. I've had beans. I've really been enjoying it and enjoying the flavor. So that is what we need to do to help us with our groceries and so forth. And of course, the mints. The mints are good for teas. Where is Bev? Bev, you been making your teas, drinking your teas? I want to try growing onions. I was not successful with it last season. Yeah, Cassie, I know how you feel. I'm not as good with it either myself. With the onions. So I will be looking out for ways to grow onions better. I know that people put their onions in the ground now. Well, not now. If for the fall, and they let it grow over into the spring. I know Bev probably knows how to grow onions. Bev says, Gardens of Me says, I grow broadleaf thyme indoors all year. It may go as a different name, but that's what we call it. Yeah. Yes, and yeah. Um, my onions are the best this year. Yes, I have been drinking my mint tea regularly. Yes. And drinking the mint teas are just so good. The lemon balm. My lemon balm has flowered a little bit. So what I've done is I've cut them back, and I'm still boiling them anyway. And of course, my different teas, um, the orange mint, and um, they have ginger mint, my ginger mint, and my other mints, and just mixing them all together. But I really love basil, and I've really been able to grow basil easy from seed. Yeah, used my Dollar Tree seeds, sprinkled them out, and they grew really well. I have a lot of basil plants, and I just love how they look. I actually, I followed what you did, Rambo, and I did it with my basil. Let me see. I'm going to do a video of it, but let me see if I can show you. So this is my basil. And I had the full container of all of the basil, and I've been able to divide it up into three of these containers. The basil, and what I really need to do is separate the basil plants a little bit more, but they grow up, and I've been just cutting, and they just come back again, just cutting the basil. But I want a lot of basil to harvest and maybe make pesto. Any of you made basil pesto? Made pesto? Um, I want to make pesto. I only harvest a couple of onions that I started from seed. Oh, okay. Yeah, yes, I do have plenty of basil plants in pots. You do? You do? Yeah. I wanna make pesto for the winter months so that I can eat the basil. Okay, thanks, Rambo Green Hands. Yeah, yeah. If can't answer a question, make sure that you put down the answer if you know the answer to the question. But right now is for our beginner gardeners, planting herbs in pots are a wonderful way for you to begin your gardening. To plant your herbs like your mints and your basil, parsley, things like that in pots. It's great because now you get to sample the fresh greens. And um, this person is playing with us. If you could get rid of that person, thank you, Sonia. Yeah. So let us just continue to plant seeds, and it's not too late to plant some of the cold weather crops like your beets, to put out your beet seeds and carrot seeds and things like that for fall planting, because they can withstand a mild frost, and if you give them a cover, that you will be able to also continue your your um, your seeding, your planting of vegetables, your brassicas being kale and cabbage and broccoli, those vegetables. But I would encourage everyone to plant something, because right now, yeah, I planted the onion sets instead of seeds. Plus, I planted them in a sunny place. Onions love full sun and not too much watering. And don't plant them deep, and feed it with chicken or manure when possible. Um, and Gardens of Me, Beverly said, I started spinach, lettuce, and carrots in grow bags. Yes, thank you, Beverly, for saying that. For new beginner gardeners, grow bags are wonderful too to plant in. It's similar to pots and raised beds, but you can actually get more air, and they really help the plants to grow. Thanks for the tip, Rambo. Yes, Beverly says thanks for the tip. That's good. I love it because we are growing together in Catherine's garden at home. That's right. Grow together in Catherine's garden at home. Yeah, I don't plan to know. I don't act like if I know everything. There is always something more to learn in gardening, and I don't have all of the answers, but we together collectively can share our knowledge and help each other to grow beautiful gardens. Yes, yeah, you can eat them, Cassie. Yes, yes, yes. Is it okay to eat a cucumber when they're a little yellow at the top of it? Yeah, that's a good question. Rambo says yes. You are welcome. Yes, that is good to know. Because some of my cucumbers have turned yellow, but I decided that I'm going to still eat them anyway, so I'm okay. And it says we all started off, well, a lot of us started off with a cool, dry spring, and now we're in the time where it is drought-like temperatures and hot temperatures, and the lack of rain has stressed out a lot of our plants and people. How many of you are feeling stressed out from the heat? How many of you have stressed out plants? Well, I have a remedy for you. I have some suggestions to help you if you are feeling stressed from the heat. This heat is murder. Say from me. Yes, well, I have some suggestions for you. All of you stressed out people from the heat and your plants, please. First and foremost, make sure you're drinking water. You can't all of the rain. Cassie says that she has too much water from the rain. Rambo says, "Would you believe I love the heat?" So Cassie, you're in the line where the water is. You need to send some of that water to us, some of that rain. But for those of us who are dealing with heat, hot temperatures, and no rain, make sure that you drink and keep yourself hydrated. Make sure you're getting plenty of water. And so the thing is this: how to help? Send some water here, Cassie. Yeah, I know what you're saying. So yeah, send some water here. Hey sis, oh, mucha mommy, beautiful Ness. How are you? Hi, my lovely friend Kathy. I'm driving but listening. Hi everyone. Oh, good to have you, Sandria. Sandria and mucha. Hey sis, stay cool and keep growing. Thank you, mucha mommy. Sandria has been vigilant in telling us that we need to grow food and start canning and boiling and doing all of that good stuff. And if you haven't watched her videos, make sure that you subscribe to to Sandria, A Beautiful Nest and Home and Garden, because she is, if you want to know how to can and do that sort of stuff, go to her channel because she does that. She knows how to prep and get her foods together. So visit her channel. And she, I love her channel. You do, brother, beautifulness. Yes, and it's beautiful. It's like cinematic. Yes, yeah, beautifulness, home and garden. Thank you for all you do to keep us encouraged to keep growing. Yes. And the thing is about Sandria and the beautifulness and some of the things that she's been telling us is to grow food, because what she is saying is real, that a lot of the grocery stores do not have food, the shelves are low, and that we need to grow our own food and start storing and stocking up for times ahead. Yeah, the times ahead and famine. I was looking this up too, and in parts of the UK, parts of the EU, the European Union, and in Africa, they're talking about famine. They're talking about famine because of this, and we need to talk about that here in the United States of America too, because a lot um, of our growing fields, they have not, yeah, the food problem will come in strong in the future. They do not have any water to feed the cattle. I was reading about that in Texas, how the cattle ranchers are having a difficult feeding their cattle because of the lack of rain and water, and that they're struggling. And then the farmers, the Midwest farmers from the drought situation, that they're struggling. What brand of soil to use in a grow bag? You can use, I would use potting soil, good potting soil in your grow bags. You can also add a little bit of compost in there as well. I would mix some compost, but definitely keep it light, and use potting soil with some compost in your grow bags, because it's almost like it's a container. We are starting fall seedlings and we'll be building a coop. Oh, that's nice. That's nice, Mocha Mommy. I use Nature Care organic potting soil. Um, that's good. Nature Care organic potting soil. Yeah, but it's potting soil, and because we have damaged and disturbed the ecosystem and taking more from the soil than putting back. That's what Rambo's saying. Yeah. So yes, Texas ranchers are really suffering. Prayers to them. Yes, they are suffering from drought. And in Africa, there are many parts of Africa that have been experiencing famine, but even more so because of the war in Ukraine, and that was like the breadbasket. They were gaining grain and so forth from Ukraine, but because of the war, that of course has ceased, and so there is a shortage of food. So there is a food shortage coming. So it is imperative that if you can, to stock up on beans and rice, stock up on your vegetables. When you're planting, put your vegetables away. And the other thing I wanted to show, that seeds, somebody, to start saving your seeds. These are my butternut squash seeds from last year. And I used a lot of them. It was up to here because, butternut squash, there are a lot of seeds in the squash. But I bought this container from the Dollar Tree, and it has a nice seal on it. And, it's $1.25 now. According to G Mama Grows, it's $1.25 store. Um, but it's a good thing to save your seeds in airtight containers. Don't forget, if you have give away your local food bank. Yes, give to your local food bank. Yes. if you have extra food, but now is the time to stock up and also to save your seeds. So when your pumpkins and your other squashes and so forth, save your seeds so that you can plant your own seeds from your garden. Um, and that is a really good thing to do. And if you, even with your tomatoes, you can start to, there are different people who can show you how to save your tomato seeds as well, and your pepper seeds, and just start gathering them and put them in airtight containers. First, make sure that they're well dried out, that they're dry so that it doesn't cause moisture to get trapped in here. Um, but dry them out first and then put them away in a dark, cool location, um, so that you can store your seed storing for future planting. Keep in a cool, dry place. Place your packets in mason jars with a lid. That's the other thing that you can do, so that you can have seed for next year, because we don't know how that's going to go. So you need to be prepared by saving your seeds as well. And do not be afraid to do the fall planting, so that your foods can last well into the early winter, into the fall, like your carrots and your beets and those root crops, and your cabbage and your lettuce and so forth. And really start to think about getting like a row cover or something to protect your vegetables in the winter time, so that you can get fresh food, because there is a shortage. We are lagging behind the rest of the world with food shortages, praise the Lord. However, we cannot take it for granted that we will always have food on the shelves. So it's important to start preserving, start saving your seeds, start gathering like your beans, your rice, your pasta. Put that aside so that you can supplement it with your vegetables. Um, and Sandria is very much adamant about this. If you watch her channel, she would tell you about the food shortages and famine and things like that, and she will encourage you and give you some good direction on what to do and how to start storing for times ahead. And there was another person that I was watching, Denise of This and That. Denise of This and That. She is a homemaker and one who is good. Oh, thank you, Beverly. Thank you for blessing me. I appreciate it. Yes, yeah, but fear not. I'm not trying to make anyone to become afraid. No, because we serve a God who's able to meet all of our needs, and He is a giver. So that's why He's given us wisdom to start to store away, to start preparing, start learning how to grow your own food. Oh, you're welcome, my sweet Beverly. Yes, start growing your own food. Learn to, our young beginner gardeners, now's the time to sow seeds, to try it out. Play around in the dirt. I give you permission to play in the dirt. I give you permission to plant seeds, buy soil, and learn how to grow your food. And you're going to become excited about it, because it's something to look forward to. And then when you eat your own produce, oh my goodness, and you crunch into it. It's so hard for me to go back to lettuce grown in the supermarket, because when I taste my kale and I taste my collard leaves and I taste these things, it just makes me, hello, City Girl Gardener. Let me see if I can get you. Duvanal. City Girl Gardener, welcome, welcome. Yeah, get into the gardening. Get into the gardening. Plant your seeds, especially those of us who live in the city. We should think about how much power we have given to supermarkets to dictate what you should, or even the color of the vegetables there is. Yes. Duval. Hey, sis. Yes. So, yeah, city gardener, yes. So make sure that you plant in containers, plant in containers. It's all right. It's all right to plant in a container. It's all right to plant, cut out a plot of land for vegetables. I happened to be driving by, and I saw one of my neighbors up the street that he had his lawn there, and what he did was right in his front lawn he planted some cabbage. I saw the cabbage starts there, the cabbage, and they look like they're growing really well. Then he created his own little garden right there in his front yard, because he really doesn't have much of a backyard or anything. He doesn't have a lot of land, but he has a lot of front lawn land. And so he decided to grow his vegetables in his front yard. And front yard gardening is something that we can do here in the city. Yeah, and it's encouraging to others. In my front area there, I have my peppers, and I have my same zucchini that are growing so well, because that's where all the heat is. That's where all the heat is, and so they grow really well in the front yard. So don't be afraid to plant where the sun is, so that your plants can grow. All right, so place your all right, so what I wanted to tell you, I'm almost finished. We're going to end soon. It's already 61 minutes and 47 seconds, 48 seconds. Oh my goodness. So common issues gardeners face in the summer. One of the things, like Sonia, what you mentioned, soil drying out. And the other thing is running out. When you fertilize it, your fertilizer that you put in the spring has run out. The high temperatures and exhausted plants. So many of us have experienced that. Well, try to make sure plants are always moist. And a lot of people talk about drip irrigation systems, putting together a drip irrigation system. So I've never thought about that, because I didn't expect that I would have drought conditions. Isn't that bad? But we have two watering systems, and one of the things that we do here is that we water in the evening, so that the plants can soak in the moisture, and that the moisture can be retained in the ground overnight. And it has helped to keep my garden green and keep things from drying out, because with the noonday sun, even with all of that, the noonday sun is wicked. It is just very hot, and it's causing the plants to wilt. I need to invest in a rain barrel. Yeah, Cassie, I was thinking about a rain barrel, but I'm saying, but what am I going to do with the rain barrel now, because there's no rain? So gathering the rain, it will run out quicker. But yes, a rain barrel is still a good investment, something good to work on. Try increasing your fertilizing, and do it more frequently. So if your plants are suffering, you may want to give them a water-soluble fertilizer, and that will help. And I could tell you that that does work, because our flowers, like our impatiens and petunias, and those plants that require a lot of nutrients, because my husband is out there with the Miracle Grow, and yes, he uses Miracle Grow on the flowers, that the flowers are responding to it, and they are actually lush and beautiful. So for those of you, you can use organic, water-soluble fertilizer, or you can create your own fertilizer. A lot of you create your own fertilizer, your organic fertilizer. Oh, geez. I believe that there was an accident. I heard it. Oh, no. Someone just had an accident. Oh, no. Well, anyway, hi Deborah, you're back. You're back. Well, you're back for the closing. So good to have you returning. um, and so the other thing is, for those of you who are container gardening, water your plants thoroughly and then water from the bottom with a saucer. If you can, put a saucer underneath your pots and water from the bottom. Yes, water from the bottom, or when you're watering, allow it to catch the water to catch, because it's so hot that the top of the soil will probably dry out. But if the water is at the bottom, it will act as a wick, and it will travel up, right, and keep your roots moist. So that is something that you can do for all of you container gardeners. Yeah, yeah, we heard it too. You heard it? Yeah. That happens. I'm not too far from a main drive, and they put up all kind of barriers. They try to do all kinds of things, but it's actually better this year than most. I used to hear accidents frequently. But anyway, the other thing that you can do is give your plants a haircut to stop them from forming seeds and deadheading plants. Yeah, so give your plants a haircut. So if like the basil, cutting them back is very good. Your lemon balm, your other plants that you have, utilize them, cut them back, and that will stop them from going to seed. Because when it goes to seed, it's very hard. The plants have really given up. And with this heat, that's what's going to happen. Thank you for the information on the planting onions, Rambo. Okay, good, good. That's what Deborah says. Rambo was on it today. Let's all give Rambo a hand. Rambo Green Hands, you showed up today. Yes, you did. You gave us so much good information. I am so happy. And he's in the UK where he needs to get his sleep. But he was with us today. Thank you, Rambo. You made it. Superstar. Rambo's our superstar for today. Thank you. Thank you. And I really appreciate you. So give your plants a haircut and stop them from seeding by deadheading your plants. Like if you have your flowers and so forth. Yes. Yeah. See how much we appreciate you, Rambo? Stay encouraged and keep growing. Yes, yes. Give your plants a haircut and stop them from forming seeds, deadheading them. Now, I didn't talk about flowers this time. I didn't provide for you a bouquet of flowers because had the fruits. This is a basket of fruits instead. But the flowers, I've been cutting my zinnias, cutting them, and oh, thank you, Rambo. And so you want to continue to do that. Like I have coleus plants, and it wants to flower. So I've been pinching them back so that they do not go to seed or flower. And then also like dahlias, if you have dahlias, cut your dahlia plants. Put them in a bouquet, because the more you cut them, the more they will come back again. If we deadhead them, will it regrow back next season? What exactly will grow back next season? Um, the coleus, no, because coleus, unless you're in a warm climate, coleus is a annual. Um, Basil is more like an annual as well. You have to seed that. Um, I don't know what plant you're talking about, my darling, but put it up there, and then we'll be able to give you some more info. Um, and finally, I'm on the last thing: plant heat tolerant plants and drought tolerant plants. So the herbs that you mentioned, like basil, yeah, basil is an annual. You'll have to seed it every year, unless you bring it in. Oops. Yeah, we're running out. Unless you bring it indoors, you could have it on your windowsill and keep it that way. But basil is something that you have to seed every year. And as I said, the basil, I planted out, I seeded out from my Dollar Tree seeds, and it 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 is flourishing, doing so fantastic that I have 3 containers now of basil. They're doing well, and you want to continue though to enjoy the leaves. Cut the leaves, cut them off, and they grow back full and bushy. And just keep on cutting. The more that you cut, the more that they will grow, and you'll be able to enjoy them longer. Your basil. Let me see. I hate to move the phone. You hear that? That's for the accident. The fire truck. The fire station is about a mile away, and so there's a main street there, and the fire truck comes down. I hear the fire truck at all times, you know, and it's dealing with that accident. Whatever accident happened, the fire truck is there to deal with it. The firemen, fire people, fire personnel. We need lessons on seating. On seating, seating, um, you know what? I think that I'm going to do some fall planting, and so we may end up doing some lessons on seating. But also, if you look in my at my spring videos, I have some spring videos on planting and seeding as well. And a good person to look to is Sandria. Sandria did in the spring, she did a lot of videos on seeding and planting seed. So, an empty nest, is it an empty nest? Let's see. What is a beautiful nest. A beautiful nest, Sandria. A beautiful nest. I recommend that you subscribe to A Beautiful Nest Home and Garden. That she actually in the spring did a whole series on 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 planting seeds. Yeah, we need lessons on seeding. Um, you mean how to collect seeds? Okay, yeah, the collecting seeds are good. Information on seed saving. Okay, yeah, that I can do. I can do that, the seed saving, when I start to save seeds. It's actually fun. So I don't mind sharing that. And I think I did share with the mustard greens, how to save seeds with those mustard greens. And I did a recent video on that. So if you want to save your seeds, like your lettuce seeds and your mustard green seeds and so forth, I did show a video on that. And that was because of Deborah. Deborah said, save your seeds, girl. And I did. You want to get some paper bags. Yeah, I have basil plants last year in pots, have come back this year. You do. You did. Wonderful. Wonderful. Where are you anyway? Where are you, city girl gardener? Are you in a warmer climate? Um, because here I'm in zone 6, and they wouldn't come back for me unless I put them in a in a cold frame or something like that, or put them in, the temperatures get too cool unless I bring them inside the basil. But that's good. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. If you are able to save your basil plants, keep doing it. Whatever, that's just it. Whatever works for you, work it. Work it. and build on what you have started with. Whatever successes that you have, documented. And on that note, I'm glad you all put me into that remembrance of my garden journal. I came up with this, a garden to call my own, the Intentional Garden Journal for 2022. And in it, this is a good place to start documenting. In my garden journal, I have a place where you can write your notes down and everything, and start thinking about what worked for you last this year, and what can you do, and write down your notes. Write down your notes. Um, and right now, I'm pretty much finished with the summer gardening and my summer notes. And I'm going to soon, remember we started coloring? I'm going to soon be working on planning for autumn. So get yourself a notebook, or you can still obtain this on Amazon, my book. Go to the website and start making notes for what you want to do for the fall. All right? Let's all start planning our fall gardens. And don't be afraid to, ask Mr. Google and YouTube and watch some videos. And when we come together here, that we can share our insights. And I will continue to share information with you. But plant your seeds, plant your fall garden, and get things going. Well, I am running out of time, and I want to remind you all to go to the website, and my website is Catherine's Garden Home, LWS, Weebly, WEEBLY.com, and there you will be able to share your information and share your pictures. I want to say thank you to Beverly, and also I'm trying to pull it up for you here. I want to say thank you to Beverly and to Deborah for sharing their pictures with me. I still have some of the old pictures, but we need to update the website. So come on and join me here. Let me see if I can get my website up. One second. Yeah, I want to show the pictures. Okay, good. So this is the website. Go to the website. Go to the website. Go and visit my website, Catherine's Garden and Home, LWS. It's our website. And when you go to the website, just hit Garden Picks at the top. Hit Garden Picks at the top. And then, this is Beverly's lilies and Beverly's dahlia. Beverly sent me these pictures. Oops, sorry. Let me see if I can do it this way. Yeah, Beverly sent me these pictures, and she sent me a hardy hibiscus, her summerific hibiscus. So you know how her garden looks, right? Beverly, gardens are me. So go and check it out. I also have Deborah's sunflower. Deborah's sunflower. And I have roses. Whose rose was that? I think that was Beverly's. But this garden, is this Cassie's garden? No. This garden is Garden Flores and Brampton Gardner. This was her garden last year. I have some pictures from Rambo. Deborah had shared some books, some gardening books that she had. This is Rambo's peony. So Rambo, I need an update. I need some pictures. And Sonia has sent me a picture of her rose. Sonia, I need an update of what you have. And so we want to share and keep on encouraging one another. So send me your pictures. And we gotta close, right? Grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. That's right. Grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. Grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. That's right. Grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, 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 grow together. I'm growing with Sonia. I'm growing with Deborah. I'm growing with Beverly. I'm growing with Sandra. I'm growing with Brooke. I'm growing with Rambo. I'm growing with Cassie. I'm growing with Gloria. I'm growing with who else? Who else is there? I'm growing with all of you. Yes, grow, 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 grow together. I'm growing with Darlene. I'm growing with City Girl Gardner Divala. City Girl Gardner. I'm growing with Kiki. I'm growing with Mocha Mommy. Mucha Mommy, Mucha. I'm growing with Darlene. I'm trying to get all of your names before we go. Yeah, grow, 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 grow together. Growing with a beautiful nest. I'm growing with Sonia. Oops. I'm growing with Cassie. Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, grow, grow together. Grow, grow, grow together. Catherine's garden and home. So if you are new to the channel, welcome, welcome. My name is Catherine. I'm so glad you stopped on in. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. And if you like spending some time here with us, just enjoying the outdoors, then hit the like button so that it will draw more people to the channel. Thank you so much for giving me your time. We've definitely used up all of our time today, and I am grateful, grateful. It is just beautiful outside. That's why I am not in a hurry to leave, because I believe tomorrow or the next day is going to be like in the 90s. So go on out there, enjoy your gardens, pick your veggies, yes, pick your vegetables, enjoy your flowers, and plant your garden. Don't be intimidated. Water your ground. Yes, spend some money. You know where we can spend our money, where we've been spending our money? It's in watering the ground. Yeah, that's right. And make sure you drink your water. Stay hydrated. Stay healthy, everybody. Be blessed. Thank you. Thank you for coming and visiting me here at Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow, 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 grow together. Thank you, Sonia. Don't forget to give me my thumbs up, people. Come on. Like it, like it, like it. It's about to die. Peppers are slow but productive. That's good, Deborah. Bye, everybody. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Stay blessed until next week. Beverly says, stay blessed. Make sure you visit the website. It's easy to get to the website. If you go to my channel banner, hit right there at the top. It will take you directly to the website. So go ahead and visit us there, and then go to the contact page and join and send me your email me, and you'll become part of our email. Now, I sent out an email, so all of you who have sent me your emails, look for it. Look for a message from me welcoming August. Hello, August. So make sure that you hit that. If you haven't opened it, open it, because you'll be able to read the message from me. Okay, so visit the website. Have a wonderful day. Love you all. Bye. 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 Thank you. Bye. You can tell I don't want to leave yet, huh? But my phone is about to die. Have a good day. Bye, my lovelies. Bye.